Hey guys, it's Jay's 2 Cents here, and if you're wondering why I'm wearing these headphones, it's because I'm monitoring myself through my mic, and everyone is asleep right now, so I don't want to be too loud because I have a habit of getting very, very loud when I vlog. As I promised yesterday, I said that if you asked any questions about my weight loss surgery, I'd be happy to answer them, and one of you did, M.A. Thompson again. I have no problems answering your questions whatsoever. But before I get to that, I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys what I did today because that's kind of why I'm doing these vlogs, so that when I go back and look at them in the past, or in the future, I guess, unless I build a time machine and I go back and I want to see what I do in the future, whatever, I can see what it was I did, like a journal. So, Martin Luther King Day today, January 21st, 2013, and I got to stay home with my daughter because my company allows us to take Martin Luther King Day off. So that's what I did. I stayed home with my daughter. My wife went to work, and we had what my daughter and I referred to as Daddy Day. So it was just all day daddy. Everything she wanted to do, she got to run the day. So watched a couple of movies with her today. We watched Treasure Planet. We watched Lady and the Tramp. Then we went to the park, and we got lunch together, and we brought her mom, or my wife, lunch today at work. And then we went and Daddy got coffee. She didn't have coffee. She had some apple juice. Then nap time, and then we got up, went to the gym. Then after the gym, we came back and we watched another movie, this time with Mommy, and we watched James and the Giant Peach. Her first time seeing it, and I think it might have been mine too. I'm pretty sure I read the book. But anyway, that's what I did today. Nothing too exciting. It was just fun to spend the entire day with my daughter, and she just had such a blast. And so did I. That was fun. But anyway, the two questions that were asked of me about my weight loss surgery were, the first one was, what was my recovery time? Bariatric surgery has various stages of recovery, so it really depends. I guess you could say the complete recovery time of when I could eat anything I wanted again was probably close to 6 months before I could eat anything that I wanted again. The physical recovery, since I had laparoscopic version, was very simple. It was very, very quick. In fact, I don't even have a scar. My phone made noise, but I don't even have a scar. I had 5 holes in my stomach, 3 along the top. No, wait. There are 5 in there somewhere. And it's really funny too because as I got smaller, there's no red or pink lines in there whatsoever. There's just like a tiny little white line now that's only like this big. But what's funny is when I had surgery, they were like that big. But as I shrunk, got smaller, so did they. And they used to be like way out here, like one here and some way out there, one down low. And over time, they've like gotten like that close together, which is funny because of how much I shrunk in my stomach area. But the physical recovery, my doctor told me that I could be back to work in as little as 5 days, and after the first week off of work, I felt like going back to work, but I had in the second part of your question was about complications, and I'll kind of put those two together. My issue after surgery wasn't anything physical. I pain-wise, it was very, very low. I'd say it was like a 4 out of 10, but I have a very high pain threshold anyway, so some people might say it was worse than that. But the thing that hurt the most is for the longest time, like if I wasn't paying attention and I stretched back like that, and I stretched my abdominal muscle, oh my God, was that like a kick in the stomach, because when they put the laparoscopic tubes through you, they have to they weave it through your muscle tissue because they don't want to tear your muscle because that can lead to a hernia. So they just kind of basket weave it through your muscle fibers, and it spreads them apart, and it's just very, very tender, I'd say, for the first 3 weeks or so, maybe a little bit longer than that. But pain-wise, it was very, very low, very bearable. It wasn't too hard at all. Complications, though, gosh, for the first 6 months, I had horrible nausea. I mean, just even a sip of water made me just feel like I was going to throw up. Now, I never did. Like I said yesterday, I never threw up, but I felt like I wanted to, and it was horrible because I would even a little drink of water, I would sweat like crazy, and I would just, be sitting there on the desk holding my head for a half hour because I felt like I was going to throw up. And in fact, I think my wife would tell you that I complained all day, every day about nausea, and it was just the most horrible feeling. I went to bed feeling nauseous, woke up feeling nauseous, and going through my day, felt nauseous. I mean, I felt like vertigo anytime I stood up or sat down. It was horrible. But what's funny about that is the fact that about 6 months later, one day I woke up and it was gone, and it never came back. So I don't know what that was all about. That was kind of a rarity, because even my doctor was very, he's one of the world-renowned bariatric surgeons that actually teaches the laparoscopic process for gastric bypass in Rouen-Y, and he's done thousands and thousands of cases all over the country, and he said, I've never seen or heard of that. So he says, do the best you can, drink your water. So that was really my only complication. When one of the things I'll talk about, maybe I'll talk about it tomorrow, is the road to recovery when it comes to what you can eat. Wow, do you hear that squeaking sound? That's the wind. As the wind blows, it blows those attic fans, and our neighbor's attic fan is super squeaky. Keeps us up at night sometimes. But anyway, what I want to talk about tomorrow, if you guys don't mind, unless something super exciting happens and I do something else, I want to talk about the path to eating again and what that's like and what the plan is like. Every doctor has a little bit different plan, but they all agree that you have to introduce things slowly, liquid diet, puree diet, soft proteins, fruits, vegetables, all get introduced at a different time of your recovery process. So guys, sorry if it's the weight loss topic is boring to you guys. I know it's if you're American, chances are you might be overweight, and this might mean something to somebody. So thanks for listening, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm gonna get out of here and I'm gonna go play some Xbox.